What's going on, you guys? So, check it right. SA rappers attempting to break into the US market face a unique set of opportunities and challenges. The US is the birthplace of hip-hop and remains its global epicenter, offering immense potential for exposure and success, but also fierce competition and cultural barriers. Now, so we get a better understanding of what I'm talking about, let's outline the pros and cons of this endeavor, supported by examples and reasoning, grounded in the realities of the music industry and cultural dynamics. Now, starting with the pros, right? We first have access to a larger global audience. Now, the benefit of this is that the US market is the largest music market in the world, with a massive audience and global influence. Success in the US can catapult an artist to international stardom as American hip-hop culture permeates globally. For example, we have Nasty C, who is a prominent SA rapper and has gained traction in the US through collaborations with American artists like French Montana and A$AP Ferg. His 2016 hit Juice Back, remixed with Davido and Casper Nyovest, caught international attention, and his signing with Def Jam Recordings in 2020 gave him a platform to reach American audiences. His appearance on platforms like BET, Cypher, and Sway's Universe showcases how US exposure can amplify an artist's global reach. Now, the US market offers unparalleled visibility through streaming platforms such as Spotify and Apple Music. We also have radio as well as media outlets like XXL or Complex, which can elevate an artist's profile far beyond SA's smaller markets. Now, another pro is collaborative opportunities with established artists. The benefit of working with US artists or producers can lend credibility, expand fan bases, and provide access to top-tier production resources. For example, we had Casper Nyovest, who collaborated with American rapper Talib Kweli on Dog Shebeleza and has performed at US events like the Global Citizen Festival. These connections helped him gain recognition beyond SA, positioning him as a commercially successful artist who has sold out stadiums like FMB. Now, collaborations expose SA artists to American fans and industry insiders, potentially leading to deals, tours, or features that boost their careers. The US industry values novelty, and the sound from SA can stand out. Now, another pro is the cultural fusion and innovation. The benefit of this is that SA rappers bring distinct cultural elements such as Kwaito influences as well as township narratives, which can intrigue US audiences seeking fresh sounds. For example, when Kwesta collaborated with Wale on Spirits in 2017, the cultural benefits were significant. The track fused Kwesta's Kwaito-infused hip-hop with Wale's style of rap, creating a vibrant sound that bridged South African and African-American narratives. This collaboration introduced SA township culture to US audiences, amplifying the global reach of SA hip-hop. It validated Kwesta's local authenticity, enhancing his credibility in both markets. Now, with the US hip-hop scene being dominant, it craves innovation. SA artists can offer a fresh perspective, blending African rhythms and storytelling with trap or boom bap beats, which can isolate them in a crowded market. Now, with the last pro, we have financial and commercial opportunities. The benefit of this is that the US offers high earning potential through record deals, streaming revenue, merchandise, and touring compared to SA's smaller music industry. For example, we have AKA, and before his passing, he achieved platinum selling status in SA and toured internationally, including the US. His track Fella in Versace resonated with global audiences, and his US performances helped him secure lucrative brand partnerships and streaming revenue. Now, the US market scale means even moderate success can yield significant financial rewards, allowing artists to reinvest in their careers, fund better production, or expand their teams. Now, with all that said, right, let's look at the cons of SA rappers branching out to the US. Now, first, we have cultural and accent barriers. So, SA rappers often face skepticism or resistance in the US due to their accents, dialects, or perceived inauthenticity in a genre rooted in African American culture. American audiences may struggle to connect with unfamiliar cultural references or non-American delivery. For example, you have Deleuze, who has been criticized as an American wannabe for adopting US-style flows and slang, which can alienate both local and US audiences. In a documentary, Deleuze noted that such critiques are unique to hip-hop, highlighting the genre's cultural gatekeeping. Now, hip-hop's emphasis on authenticity means US listeners may view foreign artists as outsiders unless they navigate cultural expectations carefully. Adopting an American accent risks alienating SA fans, while retaining a local accent may limit US appeal. Now, another con is the intense competition and market saturation. So the US hip-hop scene is oversaturated with a lot of domestic talent, making it difficult for foreign artists to break through without significant resources or connections. For example, while Nasty C has made some moves in the US, many other SA rappers such as Pretty Ugly or A-Reece remain relatively unknown in the US. Despite critical acclaim in SA, the sheer volume of US artists dominating platforms like SoundCloud or TikTok makes visibility a steep challenge. Now, the US market prioritizes established names or viral sensations, leaving little room for international artists without a major label push or breakout hits. SA rappers often lack the marketing budgets to compete with US stars. Now, another con is the risk of losing the local fan base. So, focusing on the US market can lead to a disconnect with SA fans who may feel that artists are abandoning their roots or selling out to chase global fame. For example, some fans criticize Casper Nyovest for his international ambitions, arguing that his focus on global markets diluted the Motswako style that made him a South African icon. Similarly, Nasty C's move to Def Jam sparked debates about whether he was prioritizing American audiences over his local fan base. So SA hip-hop thrives on local authenticity, and shifting to US-friendly content risks alienating this core audience, which can harm an artist's foundation. Now, the last con we have is cultural appropriation concerns. Now, SA rappers may face accusations of appropriating African-American hip-hop culture, especially if they heavily mimic US styles without acknowledging their African roots. The broader discourse around global hip-hop highlights how non-American artists can be scrutinized for adopting African-American vernacular or aesthetics. SA rappers like Shane Eagle, who draw heavily from artists like J. Cole, risk similar criticism if they don't balance their influences with local identity. Now, hip-hop's roots in African-American struggles make cultural sensitivity critical. US audiences and critics may question the legitimacy of SA artists who lean too heavily into American tropes without offering a distinct perspective. Now, with all that said, SA rappers branching out to the US can unlock massive opportunities, global exposure, lucrative deals, and creative collaborations, exemplified by artists like Nasty C. However, they face significant hurdles, cultural barriers, intense competition, logistical challenges, and the risk of losing local fans. Success requires a delicate balance of maintaining South African authenticity while crafting a sound and narrative that resonates with American audiences. Artists must navigate these dynamics strategically, using their unique cultural contributions to stand out in a crowded market while staying true to their roots.